WLC0 me back to yo, the channel JF Coins today. Oh boy, you are in for a treat. We're going to talk about one of the most intriguing and surprisingly valuable coins in US history, the 1967 Ultra Lincoln Penny, also known as the 1967 1-cent coin. You might be holding on to one of these right now and not even realize how much it's worth. So, how can a penny, yes, a simple 1-cent coin, be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars? What makes this little piece of copper so special? Stick around because today we're going to uncover its history, value, hidden secrets, and why collectors are going crazy over these coins in today's market, currently valued at around $574.86. And sometimes even more depending on condition and rarity. The 1960s were a monumental time in America. The country was going through social revolutions, music was evolving with the Beatles, and in the world of coins, something very unique happened. Now, most people don't realize that in 1967, the US Mint was under serious pressure. Due to a nationwide coin shortage in the early 1960s, the Mint had to increase production and even removed mint marks from coins to discourage coin hoarding. So if you look at a 1967 penny, you won't find a little D for Denver or S for San Francisco, no mint mark at all. But here's the kicker: because of this high production and rushed minting, errors, varieties, and some super rare versions were created, including what collectors call Ultra Lincoln pennies, coins with ultra-high quality striking, deep details, and sometimes proof-like appearances. These coins weren't supposed to exist in circulation but somehow made their way out. And that, my friends, is what makes them incredibly valuable today. Alright, now you're probably wondering, what should I look for if I have a 1967 penny? Here are key characteristics that can make a 1967 penny worth way more than just a cent. Some 1967 pennies were struck with unusually sharp and detailed designs, giving them a proof-like appearance even though they are technically business strikes. These are extremely rare and are known among collectors as Ultra Lincoln pennies. Because of the rushed minting process, some 1967 pennies display striking errors, like double die obverse where the lettering or Lincoln's profile appears double dot off-center strikes, coins struck way off from the center, die cracks, lines or veins on the coin's surface caused by cracked dies, clipped planchet, where part of the coin's edge is missing. Most copper pennies darken over time, but brilliant red. Specimens labeled as RD by coin grading companies like PCGS or NGC are highly sought after and can command huge premiums. As always in the coin world, condition is king. Coins graded MS65, MS66, MS67, or higher are where we start seeing serious money. The current estimated value of a common 1967 penny in average circulated condition is just a cent or a few cents. But high-grade specimens can easily fetch between $50 and $200. Rare Ultra Lincoln versions and proof-like strikes can skyrocket to over $574.86, which is the current market peak for some of the finest known examples. Error coins like double dies or off-center strikes. Oh, those can go from $100 to thousands of dollars, depending on the type and visibility of the error. In fact, some auction records show that a top-condition 1967 Lincoln penny has sold for over $5,000 in major auctions. Imagine that, a single penny worth $5,000. You might be thinking, how do I know if my 1967 penny is worth a fortune? Examine Lincoln's hair, cheek, and the lettering. Crisp, sharp details mean a stronger strike and potentially more value. Look under magnification for doubling, die cracks, off-center features, or other anomalies. Bright red. Hold on to that. It could be a high-grade RD coin. If you think you've found something special, send it to PCGS, NGC, or Annex for official grading and authentication. So now you know that tiny 1967 Lincoln penny in your drawer, jar, or wallet could actually be a hidden treasure worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. And here's the best part: millions of these pennies are still out there. People have them lying around, sitting in jars, and most don't know they could be sitting on a small fortune. So next time you come across a 1967 penny, don't overlook it, take a good, hard look. Who knows? Maybe you're holding one of those rare ultra varieties or valuable error coins. You have a 1967 Lincoln penny. Have you found any with weird features, double strikes, or bright red color? Comment below and share your findings. You never know, we might even feature some of your coins in our next video. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of coins, make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss our weekly treasure hunts and coin stories. Also, Follow us on Instagram and TikTok for daily updates and rare coin showcases. Until next time, happy hunting, and remember, sometimes treasure really is hiding in plain sight. Closing shots of rare pennies, coin collections, and the channel logo. See you in the next video, and good luck finding that golden, or should I say, copper, ticket. If you want, I can make this into a PDF script or add timestamps for YouTube chapters. Let me know. Want a shorter or more casual version too? Today, we are exploring one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatics, the 1977 Lincoln cent, also known as the 1-cent coin. But not just any 1977 penny, we are talking about the rare, ultra-quality, valuable ones that could be worth a fortune if you are lucky enough to find them. So, grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and stay with me till the end because this video might just make you rich with knowledge and maybe even in dollars if you check your collection and find one of these beauties. First, let's go back in time to 1977. America was a very different place back then. Star Wars had just been released, Elvis Presley left the world forever, and Jimmy Carter was beginning his presidency. Amidst all this history, the United States Mint was busy striking millions and millions of Lincoln pennies. On the surface, these coins may look ordinary, but as we dig deeper, you'll discover that some of these coins are anything but common. The 1977 Lincoln cent features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, facing right. The word liberty sits to the left of his portrait, and the motto, "In God We Trust," is arched gracefully above his head. Below Lincoln is the year 1977, and if minted in Denver, you will see a small D mint mark under the date. Now, here's where things get interesting. Most people think all pennies are worth just 1 cent, but the truth is, certain variations and conditions of these 1977 pennies can make them worth much, much more, and I mean hundreds or even thousands of times their face value. Let's talk about production. In 1977, the Philadelphia Mint struck over 4.4 billion Lincoln pennies. Yes, that's billion with a B. Meanwhile, the Denver Mint added over 3.5 billion coins to the mix. So, altogether, we are talking about almost 8 billion Lincoln cents released into circulation that year. Now, you might be wondering, with that many coins produced, how could any single penny from 1977 be rare or valuable? Well, my friends, this is where the fascinating world of error coins, proof-like finishes, and ultra-grade coins comes into play. So, what makes some 1977 pennies worth so much more than their face value? Mint errors and unique varieties. Some of the most sought-after 1977 pennies include those with double die obverse, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and die cracks or cuds. If you find a 1977 penny with clear doubling on Lincoln's profile, or on the word liberty, or in God We Trust, you could be holding a double die obverse variety, and trust me, collectors go crazy for these. Another type of error that can fetch a high price is the off-center strike. Imagine a penny where part of the design is completely missing because it was not struck correctly. Depending on how dramatic the off-center strike is, these can range from $20 to over $100 or more. Now let's talk about the ultra-high-grade coins. These are the pennies that look like they just rolled off the mint presses yesterday, perfect, shiny, with absolutely no scratches or wear. These coins are graded by professional companies like PCGS and NGC, and if you manage to find a mint state 67 or higher, congratulations, because you might be sitting on a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For example, as of the latest auction records, a 1977 Lincoln penny graded MS67 red by PCGS sold for over $7,000. Yes, you heard me right, $7,000 for a penny. The reason is simple: finding a penny from 1977 that has survived in perfect condition for nearly 50 years is extremely rare. Most coins have been passed around in circulation, picked up scratches, dings, and wear marks, but those rare few that were preserved in pristine condition are worth a fortune. Let's get into some numbers now. The current market value of a 1977 penny can vary dramatically based on its type and condition. A normal 1977 penny you find in your change is still worth just 1 cent, but a nice uncirculated one might bring $1 to $5 from collectors who want an example for their collection. But if you find a high-grade MS66 or MS67 red example, you are talking about values starting from $100 to $7,000 or more, depending on demand and current market conditions. Error coins like double die pennies or dramatic off-center strikes. These can easily range from $50 to several $100s. And don't forget those coins with unique planchet errors or coins struck on the wrong metal. These are extremely rare and can command thousands of dollars at auction. Currently, The market value of a pristine ultra-quality 1977 Lincoln penny is hovering around $574.85 on average for top-end collector-worthy examples. But like any market, coin prices can fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and overall economic factors. So, keeping an eye on auctions, marketplaces like eBay, and official grading company sales reports is a smart move if you're into coin investing. Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if my 1977 penny is one of these ultra-valuable coins? Here's a quick checklist for you to remember. Look for sharp details. Check Lincoln's hair, beard, and coat. They should be crisp and well-defined. Check for mint errors, doubling of letters or numbers, off-center strikes, or cracks in the design. Assess the color. Bright red uncirculated coins are worth more than brown or dull coins. No scratches or marks. Coins with flawless surfaces are highly desirable. Get it graded. If you think you have something special, sending it to PCGS or NGC for grading will tell you the exact value and condition. So, why should you care about the 1977 Lincoln penny? Because hidden treasures exist all around us, even in the smallest things like pocket change. That jar of coins sitting on your shelf might hold a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And beyond the money, collecting coins like the 1977 Lincoln cent connects us to a piece of American history, to the story of Abraham Lincoln, to the era of the late 70s, and to the incredible craftsmanship of the United States Mint. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of the 1977 Lincoln penny, do me a huge favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos where we uncover valuable coins, share collector secrets, and explore more amazing currency history. And hey, if you have a 1977 penny in your collection, drop a comment below and tell me what you've got. Who knows, maybe I'll feature your coin in an upcoming video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting, coin lovers. If you want, I can also turn this into a video voiceover script or add timestamps. Let me know. Could be worth thousands. You are in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting coins in U.S. history, the 1983 Lincoln cent, a penny that, to the untrained eye, might look ordinary, but some rare varieties and errors could make you a fortune. So make sure to watch till the very end, because this is not just any penny. It's a potential jackpot hiding in plain sight. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the next big coin hunt. Let's get started. First, let's take a step back into history to understand why the 1983 penny is so special. In 1983, the United States Mint was producing billions of pennies, but something crucial had changed the year before. In 1982, the Mint transitioned from copper pennies to zinc pennies due to rising copper prices. Before 1982, pennies were made mostly of copper, 95% copper to be exact, but from mid-1982 onwards, the composition switched to 97.5% zinc with only a thin copper plating. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Even though the 1983 penny is officially a zinc coin, rumors and discoveries of copper planchet errors, meaning copper pennies that shouldn't exist, have made this coin a numismatic mystery. Plus, the 1983 Lincoln cent is famous for some of the most dramatic double dies and errors ever found in modern coinage. So why are these coins valuable? First, we need to talk about mintage and circulation. Over 6.4 billion, yes, billion, 1983 pennies were made, which means most of them are worth only face value. But here's the catch: within those billions, there are hidden error coins, rare varieties, and coins struck on the wrong planchets that could fetch you thousands. Imagine finding a 1983 penny mistakenly struck on a copper planchet. One of these sold at auction for over $15,000. And that's not all. Some double die errors from this year are so valuable that collectors are willing to pay huge sums to get their hands on them. We'll talk more about those in a bit. Now let's break down the composition of this penny. Remember, by 1983, all pennies were supposed to be made from copper-plated zinc. If you have a 1983 penny and it weighs about 2.5 grams, that's a normal zinc cent. But if you weigh your 1983 penny and it comes in at 3.1 grams, then congratulations, you may be holding a rare copper planchet error, and that's when things get exciting. Make sure to use a precise digital scale, because even a slight variation in weight could make a huge difference in value. Now, let's talk about famous errors and varieties to look out for. Double die errors. Some 1983 pennies show strong doubling on the reverse side, especially on the lettering 1 cent and United States of America. These are known as double die reverses and they are highly sought after. The doubling can be extremely prominent, making the letters look like they've been struck twice. Off-center strikes: if you find a 1983 D penny that's been struck off-center, depending on how extreme the error is, these can sell for anywhere from $50 to several $100s. Broad strikes: these are coins that are struck without a properly formed rim. A broad strike error on a 1983 D cent can be worth between $25 to $150, depending on condition and appeal. Copper planchet errors, as mentioned earlier. Pennies mistakenly struck on leftover copper blanks from before 1982. These are super rare and can sell for $10,000 to $20,000 or more, depending on condition and certification. Die cracks, cuds, and BI errors: minor die breaks and cracks on 1983 D cents, like the famous BIE error where a die crack forms between the B and E of Liberty, are also collectible and can bring anywhere from $10 to $50. Now, let's talk about market value and recent sales. A regular circulated 1983 D penny is worth 1 cent unless it has an error or is in uncirculated condition. But here's where it gets good. A 1983 D copper planchet error sold for $15,000 at auction. Double die varieties in high grade have sold for $400 to $1,200. Depending on the strength of the doubling and the condition. Off-center and broad strike errors have sold between $50 and $500. MS 67 red examples, that's a mint state grade with full red color, can sell for up to $200 to $300, sometimes higher if it's a top population coin graded by PCGS or NGC.AS. For the current market value right now, collectors are paying anywhere from $100 to $5,000 for notable errors and high-grade examples. The value of regular high-grade 1983 D pennies has been climbing thanks to growing interest from error collectors and copper planchet hunters. So how can you find one of these valuable 1983 D pennies? First, check your pocket change, coin jars, and rolls from the bank. You never know what's hiding there. Second, weigh the coins carefully. Remember, 2.5 grams for zinc and 3.1 grams for copper. Third, inspect the reverse lettering for signs of doubling. Use a magnifying glass or a coin loop, preferably 10x or higher. Fourth, look for off-center strikes, broad strikes, and rim errors. Fifth, if you think you've found something, get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS, NGC, or ANAX. Grading not only confirms what you have but also increases its value at auction. Did you know that the Lincoln Cent series is the longest-running coin design in U.S. history, starting in 1909 and still going today? The D mint mark stands for Denver, where these 1983 pennies were made. Some collectors specialize only in error coins, and 1983 D is a must-have for serious collectors. The total melt value of a zinc penny is less than a cent. But error coins can be worth more than gold on a gram basis. So there you have it, folks. The 1983 D Lincoln penny, a tiny coin with a huge story. From common zinc cents to ultra-rare copper planchet errors and double dies, this penny holds a world of excitement for collectors. You might just have a fortune sitting unnoticed in your coin jar. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most fascinating pennies, please smash that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and fellow collectors. Have you ever found a 1983 D error penny? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, every coin has a story, and every story could be worth a lot of money. Stay tuned for more awesome coin videos. This is your channel name, signing off, and as always, happy collecting. Let me know if you want a shorter version, script for a voiceover, or video description/SEO tags to go along with this. Today, I'm going to blow your mind with a coin that many of you probably pass by without even a second thought: the humble 1985 Lincoln penny. But what if I told you that this tiny copper-plated cent might be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in some cases? That's right. A simple penny that could change your day or even your week. So sit back, relax, and stay tuned, because we are diving deep into the world of 1985 Ultra Lincoln pennies, their history, hidden value, rare errors, and what makes them a collector's dream. If you're new to the channel and love learning about rare coins, hidden treasures, and coin values, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and let's jump straight into it. First, let's start with a little bit of history. The Lincoln cent, or what most people call the penny, has been around since 1909, originally designed to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. The 1985 Lincoln cent is part of that long legacy and carries the iconic Lincoln bust on the front, obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, reverse. Now, here's something fascinating. By 1982, the U.S. Mint switched from making pennies out of 95% copper to using copper-plated zinc because copper was becoming too expensive. So, 1985 pennies are mostly zinc with a thin layer of copper weighing about 2.5 grams. Even though billions of these coins were minted, over 5.64 billion in Philadelphia and 5.28 billion in Denver, plus 3.36 million proofs from San Francisco, not all pennies are created equal. And that's where the magic begins. Now, you might be asking, if there are billions of them, why is mine worth anything? Great question. It's because rare varieties, mint errors, high-grade conditions, and unique features make some of these coins incredibly valuable to collectors. Coins graded MS67 and higher, that's mint state, nearly flawless coins, can fetch hundreds of dollars. If you find a 1985 penny with no scratches, perfect luster, no contact marks, and a sharp strike, you may be sitting on a small fortune. For example, a 1985 Philadelphia Lincoln cent graded MS68 red has sold for as much as $5,875 at auction. Yes, that's right, a single penny almost worth $6,000. So before you toss that change, give it a good look. Here's where things get really exciting: mint errors. Some of the 1985 Lincoln cents have striking errors, off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, and plating issues that make them unique and incredibly valuable. Let's dive into some famous types of errors. Look closely at the letters Liberty or In God We Trust. If they look doubled, you may have hit the jackpot. Doubling on the Lincoln Memorial or the words 1 cent can make collectors line up for your coin. If the penny's design is not perfectly centered and a large portion is blank, this error can be worth $50 to over $500 depending on how dramatic it is. A small die crack between the B and E in Liberty that looks like an I, quirky, fun, and collectible. Part of the coin looks like it was bitten off. These are known as clipped planchet errors, and they are worth hunting for. Imagine finding a penny that was struck on a dime planchet, extremely rare and worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The 1985 S-proof pennies minted in San Francisco were made for collectors and have that mirror-like shine. If yours is in pristine condition, especially graded PR70 deep cameo, it could be worth $50 to $100 or more. Not bad for a single cent. Collectors love unique toning. If your 1985 penny has developed beautiful colors over time, like blue, purple, red, or rainbow effects, it may command a premium price. But remember, natural toning only, artificial toning can destroy the value. Now, let's talk numbers and market values. As of today, a regular circulated 1985 penny is still worth face value, 1 cent, unless it has an error, is high grade, or has special features. But check this out, and the market is hot. Collectors are actively buying and selling these coins on platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections, so there is real money in this hobby. So now that you know, what's next? First, check your pocket change, search through your coin jars, and if you're a roll hunter, keep an eye out when going through bank-wrapped penny rolls, perfectly preserved coins, no scratches, full red color, striking errors, die breaks, doubling. Unique toning. Off-center or clipped coins, and when you find something interesting, get it professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC. This can massively increase its market value. Who would have thought that a 1985 Lincoln penny, a coin many people ignore, could be worth so much? Whether you are new to coin collecting or a seasoned numismatist, searching for valuable pennies is fun, exciting, and sometimes surprisingly profitable. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1985 1 cent Ultra Lincoln penny, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more coin collecting secrets. Also, comment below, have you ever found a valuable penny? What's your favorite coin in your collection? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting and keep checking that change. Let me know if you want this formatted for teleprompter reading or want a shortened version for quick videos. Today, we are diving deep, and I mean really deep, into one of the most fascinating coins ever minted by the United States, the 1990 Lincoln cent, also known as the 1990 ultra-rare penny. Yes, you heard that right. A penny that could be worth hundreds, thousands, and even tens of thousands of dollars, depending on its condition, rarity, and specific type. So stay tuned until the very end, because you won't believe how much this little copper piece can actually fetch in the market today. Let's get started. first, let's take a step back and understand the background of this coin. The Lincoln Cent series has been one of the longest-running coin series in American history, first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln Cent was the first United States coin to feature a real historical figure, and it has continued in various forms ever since. Now, fast forward to 1990. By that time, the Lincoln Cent had already seen several changes, including material adjustments. Since 1982, the U.S. Mint shifted from mostly copper coins to copper-plated zinc coins as copper prices soared. But what makes the 1990 Lincoln Cent so special, you ask? Why is it considered an ultra-rare treasure? Well, in 1990, the United States Mint released millions of Lincoln pennies. But among these millions, a tiny fraction, and I mean tiny, escaped into circulation without a very important feature, the mint mark. Here's where things get really interesting. In 1990, proof pennies were minted in San Francisco for collectors. Typically, coins minted in San Francisco bear the S mint mark. However, due to a die error, meaning a mistake in the stamp used to create the coins, some proof Lincoln Cents were released without this critical S mint mark. Imagine that. A coin made in San Francisco supposed to have the S, but somehow a few were minted without it and made their way into collector sets and, possibly, circulation. These are called 1990 No S Lincoln proof cents, and they are ultra-rare. You may be wondering what makes these error coins so incredibly valuable. The answer lies in their rarity and demand among collectors. Only a handful are known to exist. Some estimates suggest fewer than 200 of these coins were ever released. And because collectors always seek the rarest pieces to complete their sets, the demand for this coin is sky-high. In the coin world, rarity equals value. And when you combine that rarity with the beautiful, mirror-like proof finish and the historical significance of an error like this, you get a penny worth tens of thousands of dollars. Let me give you a few jaw-dropping examples of this coin's value. A 1990 No S proof Lincoln Cent in PR69 deep cameo condition, certified by PCGS, one of the most respected coin grading companies, sold at auction for over $20,000. And yes, some in near-perfect PR70 condition have sold for as much as $50,000 to $70,000. Think about that for a second. A single penny that could be sitting in a coin collection or even forgotten in a drawer, worth as much as a brand new luxury car. Now, I want you to really think about this. How many people have handled pennies without even checking them? What if you were holding one of these ultra-rare treasures and don't even know it? Now, let's talk about how you can identify this rare penny. Because, trust me, you don't want to overlook this one. Second, it should have a proof finish. This means a shiny, mirror-like surface with frosted images and inscriptions. Third, and this is crucial, there should be an OS mint mark below the date. Normally, San Francisco proof coins would have an S right under the year. If it's missing and it's a proof coin, you may be holding a fortune. Remember, regular circulation 1990 pennies without mint marks are common, as those are from the Philadelphia Mint. So, unless it's a proof coin with no S, it's not the rare one. Now let's talk about the current value. Right now, in 2025, the market value of the 1990 No S proof Lincoln penny ranges between $20,000 and $75,000 depending on condition and certification. Coins graded PR70 deep cameo are the top of the line and command the highest prices. Coins graded slightly lower, like PR69, are still extremely valuable and sought after. Interestingly, even though the general coin market fluctuates, the value of this particular penny has remained consistently high, showing strong demand and limited supply. Also, coins with minor flaws or lower grades can still fetch thousands of dollars because of the incredible rarity. Now, I know many of you are wondering about the regular 1990 pennies you might find in circulation. While they are common, some error coins like off-center strikes, double dies, or repunched mint marks can also be valuable. Depending on the error type and condition, such coins can be worth anywhere from $10 to $500 or more. A pristine, uncirculated regular 1990 penny, especially with interesting errors, can also command premium prices on auction sites like eBay or heritage auctions. You see, coin collecting is like treasure hunting. Every coin tells a story. The 1990 Lincoln Cent tells a story of a mistake that became a legend. Who would have thought that a penny could make someone rich? That's why I always tell people, check your change, check those old jars of coins, and especially check inherited coin collections. You never know what you might find. So to sum up, if you find a 1990 proof penny without an S mint mark, congratulations. You are holding a piece of American numismatic history, possibly worth tens of thousands of dollars. If you think you have one, make sure to have it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. This is crucial to determining its true value, and for those who just want to get started in coin collecting, remember, even if you don't find a treasure today, the joy is in the hunt. Plus, learning history, understanding minting processes, and appreciating these tiny works of art can be rewarding in itself. So what do you think? Do you have a 1990 penny at home? Will you be checking your change a little more carefully now? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful or exciting, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more amazing coin stories and treasure hunting tips. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we upload new content. Thank you so much for watching, good luck hunting, and I hope you find that $1 million penny. See you in the next video. If you want, I can also generate a shorter description or title for YouTube SEO and tags. Let me know. Want me to format this as a YouTube description too? Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins that you might overlook every single day, the 1999 D. Lincoln penny, also known as the ultra-rare 1-cent coin that could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its condition, errors, and rarity. If you think pennies are worthless and just a thing of the past, think again, because this video is going to blow your mind with amazing facts, history, hidden errors, and real market prices for this 1-cent treasure. So make sure to watch all the way to the end because I will reveal how you can identify these rare coins in your own collection or spare change and possibly make a small fortune. First, let's talk about history because every coin has a story, and trust me, this one has a legendary background. The 1999 D. Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, which is what the letter D stands for. Denver Mint is one of the primary mints in the United States responsible for producing billions of coins each year, but not all coins are created equal. The Lincoln Penny series began all the way back in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Since then, it has become one of the most collected coins in American history. But what makes the 1999 D. Lincoln Penny so special, you might ask? Well, 1999 was a year of massive mintage, yet some very unique things happened during production that made certain coins stand out. These include ultra-rare mint errors, double dies, off-center strikes, and other anomalies that we will cover in just a moment. Before we dive into what makes these coins valuable, let's talk about how they are made. The 1999 D. Lincoln penny is made of 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper plating. So despite being called a copper penny, the truth is, most of it is zinc. These pennies have a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and weigh approximately 2.5 grams. On the obverse side, you will see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, and on the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial, which was used on the penny from 1959 until 2008. Now here's where things get really exciting. Certain 1999 D pennies are worth way more than face value because of errors and unique variants. Let's break down some of these key points. Double die errors. This happens when the coin is struck more than once improperly, causing doubled images. Some 1999 D. Lincoln pennies show doubled letters on Liberty, "In God We Trust," or the date. These can sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on how strong the doubling is. Off-center strikes. Sometimes, coins are not perfectly aligned when struck, and part of the design is missing or shifted. Off-center 1999 D. Lincoln pennies can be worth $50 to $500 or more, depending on how extreme the misalignment is. Broad strikes. Coins struck without the collar that normally shapes them can look stretched or misshapen, and these errors are also collectible and can bring in $100 to $300. Clipped planchets. These coins have a section missing, as if someone took a bite out of them. This mint error can make a penny worth $150 or more depending on the size and location of the clip. Die cracks and cuds. These are raised lines or blobs on the coin caused by cracks in the die. Coins with these errors can be sold for $50 to several $100s depending on severity. So you might be wondering, how much is a 1999 D. Lincoln penny worth today? Well, the value depends on condition, rarity, and errors. A regular circulated 1999 D. penny without errors is usually worth 1 cent to a few cents if it's worn. But hold on, because the magic happens when you find one in mint state condition. Mint state 65 or higher graded pennies can be worth $5 to $20, and sometimes even more if they are exceptionally well struck with full details. Error coins can range from $50 to over $1,000 depending on the type and clarity of the error. For example, a double die obverse in high grade could fetch $500 or more. Some recent auctions and online sales show 1999 D error pennies selling for up to $574.81 and beyond, depending on error type and coin grade. Now let's talk about how you can find one of these gems. Step 1. Check every 1999 D penny you come across. Look closely at the date, mint mark, and lettering under a good magnifying glass or coin loupe. Step 2. Look for any doubling in letters or numbers, especially on Liberty and the motto "In God We Trust." Step 3. Examine the shape of the coin. Does it look off-center, stretched, partly missing? These are key signs of valuable errors. Step 4. Inspect the coin's edges for any odd shapes, bites, or curves which could indicate a clipped planchet. Step 5. Check for raised lines or blobs that don't belong, which might be die cracks or cuds. If you think you have a valuable 1999 D Lincoln penny, here are ways to turn it into cash. First, get it graded by a reputable company like PCGS or NGC. A graded coin has official verification of its condition and error, making it much easier to sell for top dollar. List your coin on eBay, heritage auctions, or other numismatic marketplaces where collectors are actively looking for these rare finds. You can also take it to a local coin dealer for appraisal, but make sure they are trustworthy and know about error coins. So there you have it. The 1999 D Lincoln penny is not just another copper-colored coin in your pocket. It could be a hidden treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars if you find the right one. Always keep an eye out for errors, and remember that sometimes a simple penny could change your life. Before you go, make sure to like this video, subscribe to and hit that notification bell so you never miss another update on rare coins that might be sitting in your piggy bank right now. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you want me to make a video about another specific coin. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, happy coin hunting and good luck. If you want, I can also format this into a downloadable script file or give you a shorter version for TikTok or YouTube Shorts. Let me know. Could be worth a fortune. Yes, you heard that right. Imagine finding a simple penny in your old jar or in your wallet that could fetch hundreds, even thousands of dollars in the right market. So sit back, relax, and let me take you on a journey through time, value, and rarity. Make sure to watch till the end because we will also reveal the current market value, collector's tips, and the key things to look for if you think you have this rare penny in your hands. Let's get started. The 2000 D Lincoln penny, also known as the Ultra Lincoln cent, is one of the most sought-after modern coins in the United States. Minted at the Denver Mint, identified by the small letter D right under the date on the obverse side, this penny carries more than just Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait. It carries a story of precision, error, rarity, and value. At first glance, this may look like your everyday penny, but there's a twist. What makes this coin so special, and why are collectors willing to pay top dollar for the right specimen? Let's dig deep into the history behind this coin to understand why it has become a superstar in the numismatic world. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American currency since 1909, created to honor the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, the design has undergone minor changes, but Lincoln's portrait remains a strong symbol of American resilience and leadership. The reverse design also changed from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959 and later to the Union Shield in 2010. Now, the 2000 D penny belongs to the Lincoln Memorial reverse design series. But what sets it apart are its unique features and rare minting qualities, which we are about to explore. Now, let me explain why this coin is called Ultra. The term Ultra refers to a specific set of coins from the 2000 D minting batch that came out with an exceptionally strong strike, sometimes associated with special die varieties or experimental strikes. Some experts and collectors believe that certain 2000 D Lincoln cents were struck with extra pressure or on specially prepared dies, making the details of Lincoln's portrait and the memorial building extremely sharp, well-defined, and almost 3D. Like in appearance, but that's not all. Among these coins, some exhibit rare errors such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, and unusual planchet issues. These errors significantly boost their value. In fact, if you spot a 2000 D penny with doubling on Lincoln's eyes, beard, or on the inscriptions like "In God We Trust" or "Liberty," you might be holding a jackpot. You may be wondering, if these coins are so rare, how many were minted? Well, in total, over 8.5 billion Lincoln cents were struck in the year 2000. Out of this huge number, a significant portion came from the Denver Mint. However, coins that fall under the ultra category with sharp features or unique errors are believed to be extremely limited, only a small fraction of the total mintage. These are the coins collectors are desperately searching for. So, how do you know if the penny sitting in your drawer is one of these valuable pieces? Here are key features to look out for. First, examine the clarity of Lincoln's portrait. Is it unusually sharp and bold? Do you see extra fine details in his hair, face, and coat? Second, check for doubling effects on letters and numbers. Look closely at "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 2000. If these elements appear doubled or shadowed, you may have a double die variety. Third, inspect the coin for any signs of mint errors. Is it off-centered? Does it have any cracks, chips, or laminations on the surface? Finally, make sure to examine the edge for smoothness and completeness. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much is this coin worth today? The average 2000D penny, if it's just a normal circulation coin, is worth 1 cent. But if you have a 2000D ultra penny or an error penny, its value can skyrocket. Recent auctions have shown 2000D Lincoln cents with double die obverse or sharp ultra strikes selling anywhere between $50 to $250, depending on the quality and eye appeal. High-grade, certified coins graded MS65 or above by PCGS or NGC can reach prices up to $574.80 or more, as seen in recent numismatic marketplaces. In some cases, especially for coins with prominent errors or varieties, collectors have paid as much as $1,000 to $2,000. Yes, for a penny, collectors are drawn to this coin not just because of its value, but because of the thrill of the hunt. Imagine finding a coin worth hundreds of dollars just by paying close attention to the details. Plus, Lincoln pennies hold a special place in American culture and history, making them one of the most collected series in the world. If you think you have a rare 2000D Lincoln penny, here are some steps to take. 1. Do not clean the coin. Cleaning can reduce its value dramatically. Leave it as is. 2. Get a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to examine the details closely. 3. Compare it with online images and known varieties to see if it matches. 4. Consider submitting it to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC to get an official grade and authentication. 5. Visit coin shows, consult with coin dealers, or list it on reputable auction sites like Heritage Auctions, eBay, or Gray Collections to see what collectors are willing to pay. And here's a bonus insight: as time passes, high-grade examples of this penny are becoming harder to find because most have been worn down in circulation. This means the value of preserved, mint-state coins is expected to rise steadily in the future. So, if you own one, it might be worth holding onto for a few more years to watch its value appreciate even more. To wrap this up, the 2000D Ultra Lincoln Penny is a coin that proves the value of paying attention to small details. Something as small as a 1-cent coin could hold history, mystery, and serious money-making potential. So next time you get pennies back in change, take a moment to check them. You never know, you could be holding a hidden treasure worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another exciting video on coins that could change your life. Share this video with your friends and family. Who knows, maybe someone you know has this penny sitting in a jar right now. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy coin hunting, and may you find the treasure you seek. See you in the next video. If you want, I can adjust this script for a shorter or more casual version. Let me know. Want me to format this as a teleprompter script too? Today, we are talking about a very special and surprising coin that many people have in their pockets, but don't realize its value. Yes, I'm talking about the 2060 Lincoln Penny, a coin that might just be sitting in your change jar, but could be worth a whole lot more than just 1 cent. In fact, some versions of this penny are worth hundreds and even thousands of dollars to the right collector. So make sure you watch till the end, because I'll be sharing what makes these pennies ultra rare, how to identify valuable ones, and what the current market value is, up to $574.79 or even higher in some cases. Let's start with a little bit of history, because understanding where these coins come from makes them even more fascinating. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, was first issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Before that, coins often had symbolic figures like Lady Liberty. And ever since 1909, the Lincoln cent has been one of the most collected and beloved coins in American history. Fast forward to 2006, and the penny still bears Lincoln's image on the obverse. That's the front of the coin, while the reverse, or the back, still shows the Lincoln Memorial, a design used from 1959 to 2008, before changing to the shield design in 2010. Now, you might be asking, what makes the 2006 D penny so valuable if millions were made? And that's a great question. In fact, Denver Mint, represented by the D Mint mark, produced over 3.9 billion of these pennies. But here's the secret. Not all 2006 D pennies are created equal. Some of these coins have errors, varieties, or unique features that make them extremely valuable to collectors. These errors are not supposed to exist, so when they do, collectors will pay top dollar to own them. Let's talk about the types of errors and varieties you should be looking for. Double die errors happen when the coin die used to strike the coin has been accidentally impressed twice with a misalignment. The result? Parts of the design, like the letters, numbers, or Lincoln's portrait, will appear doubled. These are incredibly popular and can easily fetch hundreds of dollars or more, depending on how clear and dramatic the doubling is. Imagine finding a 2006 D penny with a doubled Liberty or doubled In God We Trust. That's a jackpot. Another exciting error is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing part of the design to be missing or shifted to one side. A 5% to 10% off-center penny might be worth $10 to $20, but if you find one that's 40% to 60% off-center and still showing a date and mint mark, you could be looking at $100 or more. Sometimes pennies are struck on metal discs or planchets that are incomplete or clipped. These are called clipped planchet errors, and depending on how much of the coin is missing, values range from $20 to several $100s. What's a BIE error, you ask? It's a tiny die break that occurs between the B and E in Liberty, making it look like there's an extra letter I. These are fun and collectible, often selling for $5 to $50, depending on condition. If you spot raised lines or bumps on a coin, those could be die cracks or cuds, where part of the die breaks and leaves extra metal on the coin. These can be minor, worth a few dollars, or dramatic, making the coin worth $100 or more. Now let's talk money. How much are these coins selling for today? On auction sites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections, we've seen high-grade 2006 D Lincoln pennies with errors selling for $574.79, $650, even up to $1,000 for extreme cases. A 2006 DMS67RD penny, fully graded by PCGS or NGC, can fetch $75 to $150 just for its condition alone, and that's without an error. Add a double die error or off-center strike, and now you're in the $200 to $500 range. If you find a unique error, like a huge cud or dramatic off-center strike that still shows the date, collectors might pay over $1,000 for it. Imagine turning a 1-cent coin into a $1,000 payday. Use a 10x or higher magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to check for doubling, die cracks, or BIE errors. A standard 2006 D penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. If it's significantly heavier or lighter, you might have a planchet error. Collectors love red, uncirculated pennies. If your coin is still bright and shiny with no wear, it might be worth grading. Coins are graded from poor to mint state. Higher grades mean higher value. If you think you have something special, consider sending it to PCGS, NGC, or ANAX for professional grading. The market for Lincoln cents is booming right now, with more and more collectors entering the hobby. Even common dates in high grades or with neat errors are increasing in value. Experts predict that rare error pennies like the 2006 D Ultra varieties will only increase in value as fewer are discovered. Loves coin collecting, wants to make extra money from pocket change, enjoys the thrill of treasure hunting, then start checking your pennies today. Look for that 2006 D mint mark and examine your coins closely. You never know. That penny sitting in your wallet right now could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Before you go, hit that like button if you learned something new today. Subscribe for more amazing coin videos, and drop a comment telling me if you've ever found a rare penny. I would love to hear your stories and maybe even feature them in future videos. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy coin hunting, everyone. Let me know if you want me to format this into a teleprompter-friendly version or a PDF script. Want me to add visuals or cues for B-roll too? Today, we are going to explore one of the most talked about and surprising pennies in the United States coin world, the 2006 Ultra Lincoln Penny. You heard that right, a 1-cent coin that could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars to the right collector. Stay tuned as we uncover the history, secrets, and current market value of the small yet mighty coin. So, what makes the 2006 Lincoln cent so special? At first glance, this penny looks like any other regular penny you might find in your pocket, under your couch, or in a forgotten jar of change. It features the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln, facing right, the word liberty to the left, and of course, the year 2006, with that small letter denoting the mint, either D for Denver or P for Philadelphia. And sometimes no letter if it's Philadelphia, but what if I told you that some of these 2006 Lincoln pennies, especially the ultra versions, have been fetching huge sums at auctions, and today, we're going to break down exactly why collectors are going crazy over them. First, let's talk about the basic specifications of the coin. The 2006 Lincoln penny is part of the Memorial Reverse series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. It is composed primarily of copper-plated zinc, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, weighing about 2.5 grams. But here is where things start to get really interesting. Some 2006 pennies have mint errors and special die varieties that make them highly valuable. These include double dies, off-center strikes, die clashes, and ultra-high-grade mint state specimens that are virtually flawless. Let me explain. A double die penny occurs when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice, slightly offset. This causes parts of the letters or numbers to appear doubled, and these errors are a huge deal in the coin collecting world. If you find a 2006 Lincoln penny with noticeable doubling on Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date, you may have hit the jackpot. Depending on the severity of the doubling, such a coin could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Check out this example, a 2006 Lincoln cent with strong doubling on Liberty that sold for over $700 at auction. And that's not even the rarest one. There are also reports of off-center strikes where the image is dramatically misaligned, making the coin unique. Some off-center pennies have fetched as much as $1,200 to $1,500 depending on how extreme the error is. But even if your penny looks perfectly normal, don't toss it away just yet. Because the ultra-high-grade examples, known as MS67, MS68, or even MS69, are incredibly valuable. These grades are assigned by professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC, and coins in these top grades are virtually perfect, with no scratches, marks, or flaws visible even under magnification. Look at this. A 2006 Lincoln penny graded MS69 read by PCGS sold for over $5,000. That's right, a 1-cent coin turning into thousands of dollars. The red designation means the coin has retained its original copper shine without any brown or tarnished spots, a huge plus for collectors. So let me break down the current market value of these coins. A regular 2006 Lincoln penny in circulated condition is still worth 1 cent. However, here's where the magic begins, and yes, while the average estimated current value is around $0.57478, some rare specimens have gone far beyond that in auction houses like Heritage Auctions or eBay. Isn't that mind-blowing? Now, you may be wondering, how do you know if you have one of these valuable 2006 pennies? Well, here are a few pro tips to help you check. Number 1, grab a strong magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe, preferably 10x magnification. Number 2, carefully examine the words Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 2006. For any signs of doubling. Number 3, look at the coin's edges and the Lincoln Memorial for off-center designs, weak strikes, or die cracks. Number 4, if the coin looks absolutely flawless, consider submitting it to a professional grading service for evaluation. Yes, sometimes a small investment to get it graded can yield huge returns. So, if you have a jar of coins at home, it might be time to start searching. Imagine pulling out a penny that could pay for a vacation, a new car, or even a down payment on a house. And remember, it's not just about money. Collecting coins is about holding a piece of history, something that has traveled through countless hands and tells a story. Alright, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2006 Ultra Lincoln Penny. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who loves coins or might have treasure hiding in plain sight. Drop a comment below if you've found any rare coins or have questions about coin collecting. I love hearing your stories. Until next time, happy hunting and may you find that one lucky penny that changes everything. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. If you want, I can format this as a printable script or add visuals and cue points. Let me know.